Hello and welcome to the WNP Fantasy Football League Week 12 video review. I'm your host and commissioner, Tony Rignola. We've got a couple of regular season games left before the playoffs. With that being said, each of these games are that much more important. So let's go ahead and talk about what went down during Week 12. In a battle of 2, 8, and 3 teams, it was Dean who took down Brian by the score of 138 to 124. Unfortunately for Brian, this was Drew Brees' worst game of the season with just 15 points. Brian also left a lot of points on his bench too. His top scorer was Odell Beckham Jr. with 30 points. Dean took a chance by not starting Tom Brady in favor of Carson Palmer, who ended up scoring just 27 points for a well-balanced attack by his starters. Dean also left some points on his bench too, but it didn't matter this week since he got the W to improve to a 9-3 on the season. Smacked my bench up tasted that sweet taste of victory for only the third time this season versus me and my Gintas, as he got the W, 175 to 161. Josh's move to go with Terrence Williams over Doug Baldwin cost Josh the game, as Baldwin had 51 points compared to Williams' 3 points. Isaac also left 46 points on his bench from the right hand of Ryan Fitzpatrick in favor of Josh McCown's 21 points. Something tells me Isaac won't be starting McCown again. Brandon Marshall was Isaac's high man with 35 points. Even with the win, Isaac still remains in last place, and depending upon what happens in Week 13, is a virtual lock for the Succo Bowl. South Park Cows is continuing their steady play with a 180-97 victory over the mighty Crasians. It was the Detroit combo of Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson who sparked Patty's team with a combined 97 points. Pete's team only had 3 players scoring double figures, with quarterback Brian Hoyer's 35 points. The next highest scorer was Golden Shower Tate with 16 points. Patty's team is in a tie for the best record of the league at 9-3. Pete evened up his record at 6-6. Don't look now, but Nickel Dickle was able to win 2 in a row for the first time this season, taking down Orange Chill by the score of 168 to 122. It didn't matter that Steve-O left 3 players with a combined 83 points on his bench compared to the starters at the same position with a combined 8 points. It was Russell Wilson who made sure that the coaching error didn't cost Steve-O the victory this week with a season-high 71 points. For Curtis, it was Aaron Rodgers' worst performance of the season with just 18 points. Curtis was led by wide receiver Jeremy Maclin's 36 points. Steve-O is still in 9th place spot and is still in line to play Isaac for the Succo Bowl. But anything can happen, as I will talk about that after this last Week 12 matchup between Succo My Sacco and Gloom, Despair, and Agony. It was Gloom, Despair, and Agony who got it done versus me, Succo My Sacco, 171 to 127. It was Don who had faith in his fellow Redskin, Kirk Cousins, who got the start over Don's 3 other quarterbacks and came through with 49 points. Don also got a monster game from Jarvis Landry and his 37 points. My top scorer was Cam Newton with a mere 24 points. AJ Green chipped in with 23. With the win, Don evens his record at 6-6, but is in first place of the Western Division. Alright, so here's how the playoffs brackets are looking. Dean and Don would receive a bye for leading their respective divisions. Patty, with the number 3 seed, would face Pete with the number 6 seed, with the winner facing Don. Brian is maintaining the number 4 seed and would play Josh, who is the number 5 seed, with the winner of that matchup to face Dean. The losers bracket has Curtis, the number 7 seed, facing me, the number 8 seed. That leaves us with the Succo Bowl matchup between Steve-O, the 9 seed, taking on Isaac, the 10 seed. Here's where it gets interesting though. Steve-O and myself have identical records at 4-8. Why is he the number 9 seed and I'm the number 8 seed, you ask? It's because my team has more points scored for than his. And with that being said, I need to match Steve-O win for the rest of these 2 regular season games, or else I'll be playing Isaac for the Succo Bowl. That's also why Dean is ahead of Patty and Don is ahead of Josh. It all goes for the points for when you have identical records. And anything can happen with these 2 regular season games left. So stay tuned next week to see if anyone's positioning has changed at all. And that's a wrap for Week 12. See y'all next week.
Yeah, Ain't nothing to it.
Like man.
So what you gonna do around this?
Yo, man, I'm gonna go over here, man, and get his brother a little rap, man, and see what his head is all about.
Now I'ma say this one time, boy, and that's my word.
We rock the shot to knock fire through the Hindenburg.
The contribution is clear.
You add water to bone and get the Jurassic vibe.